Alright, howdy cowdies, weekly walkabout time at the collector. Bloke shed auction this week, but there's some other stuff in amongst as well. There's some cool gear. Cool's this old Allenbury's Jujube pastel tin with the ingredients on the paper label: menthol, ratany and cocaine. Hey, there's none left in there unfortunately. Nice big lot of Australian World War I postcards over the back. Some fantastic stuff in amongst that lot. You got a reproduction Paula Marie, a German World War I medal. Some interesting postcards over the back. One's of Goering, the other one's a little photograph marked with handwritten text saying General Rommel's Mercedes from Africa. And on the back of it, it says something along the lines of Montgomery driving it. But it's hard to tell in the photograph. Interesting little bits though. That's an American Purple Heart. A couple of cool old postcards, early aviation, Darget photographer there, the pilot. It's hard to see, there's better images on the website. I'm pretty sure that pilot postcard was taken down at Point Cook or something like that. Sterling silver cutlery, hand-painted postcards. Nice little lot, I think, South Australian coloured cards. There's some sort of sporting ephemera, Australian cricket team photograph and a cool old English photograph of a boxer. This is a Chevy Corvette badge. A couple of nice bits of glass. Really nice pipe with a sterling silver band on it. Really nice little Nesta 3 teak mid-century tables. Nice teak sort of and brass lamp. Display cabinet with some die-cast cars and stuff in it. He's nice. Again, little teak veneer sort of secretary thing. A couple of little bits are coming off the drawers, as you can see, but that should be able to be tidied up. This is a nice sort of modernist display cabinet, really simple and plain, made by HK Living, which I think is a Norwegian company that sends their stuff to Australia to sell. It's got little sort of doors up here to go in it. Cool thing. 124 scale die casts, 118 scales. 4 big boxes full of, what are they? Art Direction magazines. Great stuff in these from the 1960s through to about the sort of 70s, 80s. Tools, heaps of graphics, books, photography, packaging, posters, annuals. Once again, all fantastic graphic art sort of stuff from the 1960s through to the 80s. Tools, more graphic design books, pinches, prints, Albert Namatjira, other stuff, hot dog machine and some Le Creuset and other sort of cookware. Big battle jacket's pretty cool. What else have we got? Little box of 45s, good little box of jazz records, bit of Charlie Mingus, glass, trains, more records, more trains, more sort of graphic design illustration books, yearbooks. It's a big sort of bench saw or something like that. Blokey gear, more cars, sort of toys and games and books, scales and weights. There's a nice all sort of mid-century modern interior design magazines and books, a rocking horse and a box of bottles of wine. That's going to be a good night. A couple of Hummers, box of die casts, some cool retro light shades. We've got some great ones in the sale. So we got more records, bit of Roger Daltrey. These are all sort of more graphic design print magazines. Some more plants, succulents. These are all Valiant badges, car badges, and some Chrysler ones, and some, I think, Triumphs might be in there as well. More tools, Life magazines, big box of train stuff. Oh, Edison, Ediphone. There you go, with a little wax cylinder to go with it as well, so you can record yourself, then play it and hear yourself back. Yeah, big lot of tools. Couple of cool cars, a little Mercedes and a BMW, some more nice postcards, more scale models, more postcards, novelty ones. They're all Australian postcards over the back. Cool little lot of tools and stuff. Big 112 scale Jag, 124 die cast, more Ford car badges. Nice teak coffee tables, a ripper. More sort of interior and other sort of design advertising books in those 2 boxes. Pottery and ceramics. Tools. This is nice, a big fireside box. Cool thing. Got the inset tray and everything inside it. What else? Little roll top desk is pretty cute. Chest of drawers. There's a nice big 70s wall unit here. Some more plants. Yes, we got some lights. Big teak mid-century sort of double bed head there with the matching with the sort of built-in drawers. Italian sort of plastic retro stools. Carpenter's toolbox and contents. Some cool old comic books and stuff. Little train. Lacquerware trays and a dream catcher up on top. Gambling stuff. More tools. More sort of graphic art books. Communication art. Big group lot there. 4 boxes. Cool big print poster. Nice if it was original. That's an old buggy seat and some other stuff to go with the buggy. Nice little mid-century modern chest of drawers. This thing's so cool. Big, huge windsurfer, but someone's painted good old Siegfried's emblem there for chaos from Get Smart. That's fantastic. What else have we got? Some retro furniture, big lot of tools and stuff. These things are for putting lambs in and marking lambs or something like that. Big feeder there as well. 2 boxes of records. There's heaps of other tools and stuff down the back. Of Australian sort of advertising magazines and books. This is all cool sort of typeset and calligraphy and stuff like that. Little lot, stamp album, the case and some little folders. Sort of souped up hot rod cars, 1/18 scales they are. Camera gear, car badges, more cars, Porsches, some cool old trucks, supercars. Really like these Alpha thing, damn cool machine. Art reference books to Jericho, Delafield Cook, Magritte, some good stuff in there. Car badges, more cars, Le Creuset, nice big lot of pottery, English and Australian sort of domestic-y sort of stuff. More souped up hot rods, little box of stuff and things. Alright, more car badges, cash. Woo! Laurel and Hardy hanging out. Safe. Nice little pair of sort of retro mid-century chairs. It's a cool big mid-century couch there. Nice little pair of bedsides. One's a little bit bigger than the other. These things happen to the best of us. Nice mid-century dining suite. All as clean as a whistle. Good condition. Some nice paintings this week, guys. Like this Charles Moody. And he's been over to France or something like that. Water lilies. Nice thing. Brad Boyd. Studley Park. Doug Seeley. The Old Fence. Harold Altman. Like it. Bench. 4. American artist. Dorothy Baker. J.F. Norton. Big Richard Bogus. Is that for a name? Dick Bogus. Really cool thing though. The Dragonfly. Typical of his work. Nice, big palette knife tech. Good thing. Like the little Bruce Fletcher oil over the back as well with the sort of gold leaf backing. Alright. Modern publicity magazines, yearbooks. More car badges. Cars, jugs, Volksy Golfs. Cool little lot of blokey gear. The old sort of Esky bottle opener. 3 Nuns tobacco tin. Little Datsun sort of cigarette dispensers. Pretty cool. Also a lot of clocks. Good early Polaroid there in its case. Some trucks. Cool old sort of Victorian bits of ephemera. Certificate of title. Aircraft gauges. Little sort of scale model supercars. A couple of rally races. A couple of Yank tanks. Nice corkscrews. A couple of bottles of unopened Plonk, Corio whiskey and Queen Anne. A couple of nice little scale models again. Yank tanks. Fuzzy felt. Sort of mechanical books. Blokey sort of gear. Folklore of Industrial Man. Man and Motor, the 20th Century Love Affair. Little box of construction vehicles. Some cool camera stuff. This is Nice Civilization and Culture, which looks like a book, but it opens up to be a jewellery box. Some rock and roll records. Wasp. 2 Falcons. I think the Ute suspension, I think, is a bit broken on the Ute, but a bit of glue would probably fix that. More postcards. Ferrari Dino. Polaroid pilot's goggles from 1944. This is cool. Yank tank. There's James Bond's Lotus with some extra parts and stuff in the box there to go with it. Some more bottles of spirits. Holden Ute. Lovely oil lamp. Rolls-Royce mirror and the nice little plaque as well. These are good. Boxes scale model die-cast sort of trucks. These are cool. Photograph there of, I think, GAF, Government Aircraft Factory, Yindivik, pilotless drone, and that's a Tirana pilotless drone. That's just a print. That's a photograph. Cool thing. I think Yindivik is Aboriginal for the hunted. Appropriate. Retro lamps, light shades, some cool sort of Victorian ephemera, share certificates and stuff like that. Old heater and a phone bell box. More badges, more cars, more retro lights. Alright, Jag E-type. Some nice glass. There you go, a little scale model of the Macmillan Bone Shaker bike. Some boats. More badges. Antique reference books. Motorbike helmet and some gauges and stuff. Japanese remote control tractor. Gauge, heaps of aircraft gauges. Little HO English trains, a couple of pickup trucks. It's a cool book, all on sort of the history of Batman, the 30s to the 70s. Cool thing. Ulster flag, Australia, Second World War in pictures. Monaro, some little Ford scale models. This Corvette thing's a cracker. Nice little collection of books. Trolley bus. In principles of the internal combustion engine in the Austin 7. Combi. Falcon Ute. Camaro. George. Some nice depression glass. Couple of Astons. Couple of Holdens. Another Camaro. Falcon. Rock and roll. Ozzy Osbourne. Quiet Riot. Some cool trucks. What else have we got? More aircraft gauges. Good lot of Playboys. Some cool, more retro lamps. More cars, costume jewellery, more train gear. It's a nice little lot of train stuff, actually. These are fantastic. These are all little watercolour postcards, all hand-painted. They're all signed Lorenzi. Can't find out much about the artist, but they can paint. They're all native Australian birds. They're all signed, titled, and also put here where they're located in the country. And they're all in these nice little folders. Greetings from Australia, 1911. These things are bloody nice. They're going to be the What's It Worth on Facebook this week. Can't talk. More Australian ephemera. Some interesting stuff here. Patents. Plan of parts of Crown Lots 1 and 2, South Melbourne. Some sort of military ephemera, I think, here. A letter there from Chifley. Some other interesting sort of papers and letters. China. These are cool. All the military plaques, police plaques. I think they're all from brigades and stuff that were in the Boer War. I don't pronounce that. 2 Yank tanks. Speaking of a Yank tank, that thing's a ripper. Some more really nice 70s light shades. Australian National Railways loco. Some nice old pulleys. Little Morgan. Jim Beam decanter. These are cool. These are old Ford V8 badges. Thunderbird badge in there as well. There's a Ford V8. Phil Dunn drink set. Akadaka album. Some nice little trains here. Little green one there and the black one over the back. Really nice pair of the blue Case 70s glass light shades. Aston Martin. Nice bits of Oz pottery. This one signed Helen Laycock. This one signed, we just couldn't figure it out. Cool old poster. Foot and mouth disease. Some more interesting City of Paran Chapel Street brick store and cottage. It's a little plan for it, plus a little book, History of Chapel Street. A couple of cool, more retro light shades. These are nice. Big sort of watercolour, gouache painted on a bit of cardboard featuring a camel patrol guy from the Palestine Police, hence the big PP on his saddle cloth. And there it is, little Palestine Police hand-painted plaque to go with it. Cool things. Uranium glass, more cool 70s shades. Good little lot, HO gauge Vic Rail trains, the double-ended loco and the 4 3-passenger carriages. Postcards, the Queen's Doll's House. Really nice little sort of cigar box. Uranium glass, Silvac, 2 more trains. More Silvac, another Aston. Little scales are really nice. A couple of Holden GTS Monaro badges. Little Ford RS200 rally machine. Alright, what have we got at the top shelf? Arabia jug. Uranium glass. XW Falcon Phase 2. XY Falcon Phase 3. Carlton Football Club Eau de Cologne. You too can smell like super cool Brucey Dool. Ivan England, Australian Pottery Teapot's nice. What else? We've got Peter Brock, Jim Richards Volvo that they raced somewhere. Banana A9X 118. You got a 124 Charger. I don't know what scale that is. Little, I think it's a HG Monaro, but it's probably not. And another Charger. There you go, guys. That'll do. I've had enough. Hopefully you saw something you liked. It's going to be a good auction on Thursday night. Tag along if you can.